Today, on the Tom Kearin Channel, you're not in the simulation, you are the simulation. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin Channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the Tom Kearin Channel. One of you reached out and said, Tom, I need to hack the matrix. I want to get out of this simulation, right, that we call the 3D physical reality. And we've talked a bit about this. And this person said they feel like they're in a loop, right? That they're living the same identity and same reality every day. The circumstances continue to get worse. And as much as they imagine and assume and affirm that they're somebody different, that it feels like that it's the simulation or a loop or a matrix. We're going to talk about this idea today and more. Remember, we've talked about the idea of a simulation or a matrix, but it's not the matrix or the simulation. It's your matrix, your simulation, your physical experience. It's not the physical reality, it's your physical reality. It's your world. But remember, you're only creating an experience of a simulation, of a matrix, of a physical 3D world. Do you see it? You are reality. You're not in the simulation. You are the simulation. You are not in the matrix. You are the matrix. You are not in 3D reality. You are 3D reality. There's no physical reality apart from your experiencing of it. Your experiencing is physical reality. There's nothing out there, right? So the circumstances that you talk about, the people, place, and things, you're never really dealing with circumstances. You're only ever dealing with yourself from a different viewpoint or vantage point or conception of who you are. The bigger conception you have of yourself, the bigger experience you will have of your reality, of your world. So there's no source code to hack. You are the source code. You're all of it. It's you. And so it's who and what you define yourself to be in this moment. I want to remind you, and this really points to the teachings of Bashar, the non-physical Bashar. You are literally a new person, a new identity in every moment. You are literally occupying a new reality, a new experience in every moment. You're changing in every moment, and any change is a complete change. You're no longer the person you were a moment ago, or 5 days ago, or 5 years, or 50 years ago, or how long ago, whatever it is, right? You're no longer that person, right? So be the person you know yourself to be now, who you define yourself to be now, right? Instead of recreating the idea of still being a person or identity that you've never been. Wow. You've never been that person that you say you still are. You're always there's always a new conception of yourself, a new identity. Be the person you know yourself to be, you define yourself to be in this moment. Because then you no longer recreate the idea that you're this person that you've never been in the first place. That's what Bashar calls the 13th step. He refers to the idea of addictions, when someone drops an addiction completely. And we've done videos on that, where a couple, I think, where someone they moved into an identity that never smoked. The one identity they were occupying had an addiction and was a smoker. And she woke up to be this identity that had no urge or desire to smoke at all. Why? Because she's in a new identity. She's no longer that identity she never was, hear this, that identity that smoked. Not from this new definition of who she is. That's no longer that. There's no longer a horizontal linear path that makes sense to the identity who she is now. She creates a new idea of who she was that makes space-time sense to this person that has no urges to smoke, that never had an addiction. She creates that version in the past, present, and future, here and now. That's the most powerful way. If you want to talk about hacking the source code of the matrix, you're the code. How do you hack it? By, in this moment, defining yourself as that highest ideal of who you want to be. Because remember, in every moment is a total change. You're literally a different identity, different version of you, occupying a different reality in every moment. So be that new identity that you defined yourself to be here and now, instead of recreating the idea of still being a person or identity that you never were. You never were that person from this new perspective, from this new vantage point, from this new identity. You create a new idea of who you were. That makes space-time sense. That makes horizontal linear sense to who you're defining yourself to be now. You create all of it. You create who you will be and who you were in this powerful now moment. That's how you hack the matrix or the simulation, because there is none. You are it. Your reality. It's been you all along, right? Like Dorothy, she's been the power with Wizard of Oz, right? She had the power the whole time to return to Kansas. You're it. The power is within you. I am your host, Tom Kearin. This is the Tom Kearin Channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, be sure to check out the video that we just released on the Be Something Wonderful channel. And later this month, we're going to have our 4th live event on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel, where I answer your questions as you ask them live. Until next time, creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here on the Tom Kearin Channel and the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.